Alright, what's up world? Drunk Welshman here, and I am back with more Day 1 playthrough of Shadowrun Hong Kong. Apparently we've just ran into some of Illinois' finest on vacation in China, and it's time to get the hell out of Dodge. As soon as I remember how to control this thing. Okay, so the orc shaman girl told us to run this way, so run that way we shall. And hopefully stay in cover while we do it. Guess we can't see our targets, so the only thing we can do is run. Okay, yep, there we go. Move your ass, Duncan. Goblet. I guess she's embracing the whole goblinoid race thing. Well, let's see what happens. Enemy turn, where are they coming from? So my objective is way the hell up here. Okay, that was retarded. Hang on a minute. That's not the direction we need to run. I need to pay attention to the objective arrow. Hopefully I won't be doing too much of that. Hopefully I don't crash the game doing this while trying to record. So instead I'll show you guys the Overwatch mode. Hopefully those police officers will run right into my sights. And they'll receive a little bit of a smackdown. As a result, and then we'll start making our way up the street. Yeah, I thought we were just running down the alley. It meant run up the center of the street. Whatever that's supposed to mean. Oh well, live, learn, reload. Alright, Overwatch mode, here we go. Can I not? Is that an ability I have to learn? If so, that's going to be annoying. Okay. So I can't do Overwatch mode. That's frustrating as hell. Guess you have to learn it or something? Yes, come closer. Closer to the kill zone. Speaking of which, you guys ever play that game on the PlayStation 2? It's pretty ambitious for its time. So much for the double tap. Chip damage isn't going to win the day. Interesting. Poison fog. Sure. Let's go ahead and wreck his day. And I missed. No, thank you. So we've got a Decker here. I think. But no decking abilities. And a mini grenade launcher. That's actually kind of cool. And I can't hit diddly squat. Oh god. I didn't like that. We're gonna start doing better than this. Maybe now you can heal Duncan? There we go. Sit. No. Come on, I really need you to finish them off. That is the exact opposite of finishing them off. Wow, that's some pretty dismal odds there. Less than one chance, and holy cow, that hurt. Well, things are looking a little bit better. Still need to finish cleaning house. Really don't have a way to flank these guys at all, do I? Well, not and keep shooting. Screw it. Spray and pray. Yeah, that did it. Now we can start getting somewhere. Mage is going to stay behind. Hopefully the dwarf will not run through the poison cloud, because that would be silly. Summon spirit. Might try that in a second. Let's get in a better position to run for that direction. And let's go ahead and give Duncan a better chance to hit. There we go. Okay, just run straight at me. Why not? Your funeral. Goodbye. Sorry, I'm used to the other mage that had mana bolt. I should be using haste. Keep forgetting how awesome haste is. Give you an extra AP to a guy for several rounds. Always awesome. Pretty slick gun. Come on, reload. So it looks like we're not done. Now, should I summon a spirit or not? It's dangerous work if I screw it up, as I understand it. Let's get some reload action going on. Oh, that's right. We like spend AP to yeah. Anyway, sorry. Kind of mumbling to myself. I'm relearning this game as I go. Go and have you go ahead as a scout, I guess. Oh wow, there's a lot of them. What's this do? Not enough. Cancel. Okay. Let's just go all the way to the flank. Why don't we? Stand there with a blockade. This is no longer a peaceful protest. You must disperse. What are we hacking? Nice. I'm gonna deactivate those drones. I love having a decker. One less thing shooting at me. Two less things shooting at me. I can get behind that. Speaking of which, I should continue to stay behind cover. Get that shot off. Oh yay, full on hardcore elemental on elemental action. Wire, fire, water and fire. Wire. Ouch. Yeah, you should stay in cover. think I will do just that. Ouch. I don't need to strip that, so screw it. Let's just... Well, you know what? Let's... No, they don't have any armor, so I don't need to use it. Jeez, just do this. You could just keep missing, too. Why not? You are the most worthless water elemental that I have ever summoned. I don't care if I'm the first one I've ever summoned. You're still the worst one. Can only go up from here, though. Grenade out. Not even close. Yeah, to hell with worrying about collateral. Let's just throw grenades everywhere. God, I have got to turn this flank. Scroll over, thank you. Spikes provide about as much cover as they did for Columbus in Zombieland. Woody Harrelson's just gonna kick it over. Aim his lever action at me. Alright, let's get my heal on since I screwed that up royally. Oh, that's better. Let's get that accuracy up. We gotta start making some kills here. But this is getting ugly. Oh, right. Aim shot. Ugh, come on. We have got to do better than this. That's better, but I still expect more of you. Man, you really got some good control over your elemental. Of course, that's bad news for me. Unless I can take these guys out, and I mean like now. So, a completely rogue elemental won't be detrimental to my health, I'm sure. Oh, good, it just unsummoned. I thought they went crazy when you killed him like that. Oh well. I'm not complaining much. God, I'm so used to being able to click on their portrait and make it happen. Whatever. Got the extra AP. Let's finish this up before I get any more damage. Here, you turn her flank. Now that won't do. And out of bullets. I have yet to meet enemy who can outsmart bullet. First and dead. And that's still not the end of it? Who else is left? Oh, that sniper's probably out there somewhere. Jeez. Well, that just means no hanging out in the open again. Yeah, I think that's what's going on. They're expecting me to get arrogant and get myself killed by going near the, out in the open, wait for the sniper to take me out. Ah, but I don't make the same mistake 3 times. Only twice. Oops, never mind. There's apparently trouble in this direction. Great. So now everyone's spread out nice and thin. Oh jeez, there's 3 of them? And they've got our flank. These. It's okay, I think we can escape. Yep. Move! Get to the CHOPPA! Or get to the office complex. And I'll just leave the mage to her own devices. Should have stayed with the group. Never split up the party. Did we not learn the lesson of poor Aophel Arhomani? But luck favors the bold. We made it off the streets. The rat shaman guides you from the doorway on the street through an eternity of winding alleys, damp sub-basements, and empty buildings. Stumbling through refuse and filth, you make your way into the sewers below Victoria Harbor. It reeks down here, but it's quiet. Goblet stops, sniffs, and wipes her eyes with the back of her wrist. Her rat squeaks softly on the folds of her clothing. Is she like Hippie from the Abyss? The dwarf watches her silently for a moment, then moves closer and gently takes her hand. In the dim light of the sewer, you can see they're nearly the same age, no more than 20, 21 tops. And I guess I'll do the sensitive thing. What were their names? She keeps her head down and tells it to the floor. The troll you were talking to was Nightjar. He was our friend. The elf was called Gutshot. Kind of an asshole, but I didn't need to see his head splattered everywhere like that. Aren't most elves assholes? Is it racist if they're not actually alive, like a real race? She inhales a cleansing breath. A cleansing breath in the sewers? I doubt it. Nightjar was a good guy. Always had our backs. Isabel's. You mean she doesn't have 3 X's in front and back of her name, so you know she's really hardcore? Isabel nods in agreement. Her voice is flat. Rare to find a runner that you can actually trust. She looks at her friend. To her friend, I should say. Are we clear? Gobbet looks back the way you came. I think we've shaken them. She sniffs the air. Yeah, we're clear. Why look if all you do is sniff? Whatever. Wu begins pacing, his boots splashing in the sewer water, creating echoes down the tunnel. You can feel the tension coming off him in waves. This is bullshit. I'm done messing around in alleys and sewers. I'm done running from cops. He pokes a thumb at his chest and spits his anger forth in a raspy growl. For fuck's sake, I am a cop. We noticed. There's a Lone Star Sergeant dead back there. Damn it, she was... Wu starts to choke up. He struggles against it, fighting to maintain control, but he needs a minute to recover. He finally manages to pull it together, but he's raw. When he speaks again, his voice is seething and hoarse. I don't know what the hell's going on with the Hong Kong cops, but I'm calling in some Lone Star backup from home. We're gonna get some of my own people down here, and we're gonna find Raymond and figure out what the hell's going on. Yay, cops killing cops in the street. The little orc shrugs. There's no such thing as a little orc, I think. Whatever you say, big guy. You have your fun with that. She looks over at her friend. They both nod. Isn't I out of here? Best luck finding your friend. Your people died in a hail of sniper fire. Are not gonna do anything about that? What do I say? What do I say? I'll go for the family connection. He's not our friend. He's our foster father. She looks straight at you. Her tone is flat. And he's probably a dead man. Sorry, but it's the truth. Wu isn't listening. You can see on his face he's already written the orc girl off. He pulls a security-grade PDA from his holster in his left leg, raises it, and starts tapping the buttons with a meaty finger. The Lone Star logo on the back of the device looks shiny and official. He stops, confused, and then taps it again, harder. The red light flashing image on the PDA reflects in his goggles. What the hell? I'm locked out of the network. He looks up at you. My law enforcement status has been revoked. Without a trial. or even just a chit-chat from the boss. He goes back to the screen. I don't believe it. This is saying there's an APB out on us, Pinkamena. You and me both. Figured as much. I don't know. That's really our names. We'll do the practical approach. Every cop in Hong Kong is going to be after us now. Who grits his teeth? You're damn right they will be. Does it hurt to grit your teeth when you have tusks? Woo glares at the wall, a storm raging across his face. Fucking hell. His hand clenches into a fist around his PDA. This just keeps getting worse. He's gonna crack the damn thing, I bet. He leans forward as if to punch the wall, his knuckles rapping against it softly, a pantomime of barely constrained rage. Suddenly he turns and slings his PDA at the far wall. It hits hard, bounces back, and clatters to the ground at his feet. He looks down at it, spent. Well, it didn't shatter, because he tried his best to do so. The orc mouths an okay to herself, eyebrows raised. And on that note, I think it's time for us to say goodbye. Come on, Leet Haxor Isobel, let's go. She's cut off by a sudden smashing noise as her friend's boot comes crashing down on the PD at Wu's feet. The dwarf looks down at her work, unsatisfied, and brings her boot down again and again and again until there's nothing left but a snarl of plastic housing, broken glass, and circuit board. As I understand, that doesn't really work in real life. You need to know where the core memory is and just put a drill through it. That's why you could probably just throw it in the water in the sewer. I don't think it's that futuristic. Anyway, she looks up at Wu, her chest heaving, and points at the pile of scraps she's created. Police issued. They could trace anything through that. She turns to you, hand out. Yours too, it's on the network. Free upgrade points, or smash it yourself. I'll show that I'm practical. You crush the PDA to shards under your foot while Isabel looks on blankly. Good. She looks over at Goblet and sighs, then reaches into her jacket pocket, pulling out 2 new PDAs. She hands them to you and Duncan. Burners. I suppose it's the least we can do after your help back there. Thanks. Snacks in there? Yeah, let's get cute. Got any snacks in there? I'm getting a bit peckish. Isabel isn't listening. She's staring open-mouthed at her own PDA, a bluish glow illuminating her horrified expression. How much want to bet there's an APB out for them as well? Goblet, we gotta go, right now. Isabel's voice is monotone but empathic. She holds up her PDA to show her friend. They're after us too. Called it. Her screen displays a local newscast. Your own faces stare back at you from the upper left-hand corner of the screen. Man, Twitter works fast. Jeez. Oh, that newscaster music. I fucking love that. And in breaking news, and just under an hour ago, Hong Kong port authorities were involved in a firefight with members of a terrorist cell linked to the mainland city-state of Henan? Henan. The battle left 3 terrorists dead, along with an unconfirmed number of Hong Kong police officers, because we cut a swath through them. They suck. Your image winks out, replaced by a scowling image of Duncan Wu, a mugshot from long ago, before Our sources report that Seattle natives Duncan Wu and Pinkamena Diana Pai, along with their Hong Kong-based accomplices, are still at large. They are well armed and should be considered extremely dangerous. They're military-age Arabic men. Not kidding. Low-res photographs of Goblet and Isabel pop up on screen, replacing Duncan Wu. The color drains out of Goblet's face. Oh, shit. God, how do you pronounce this? Kowloon? God. Kowloon officials report that the terrorist cell known as the White Star maintains ties to the state of Henan, and it is purported to be receiving weapons and funding from an anti-corporate groups in the UCAS, city-state of Seattle. I'm putting my pauses in my sentences in the wrong spots. Port authorities are standing on high alert, and the Hong Kong Police Force's Special Duties Unit. That's a... holy cow. The HKP FSDU. Whatever. Has been engaged to deal with the threat. We go live now to Chief Inspector Crate of the... I am not repeating that again. Who will be making the same statement. The same statement. Behind the newscaster, a video window displays a location of your firefight in Victoria Harbor. The camera pans to Chief Inspector Krat. She is surrounded by a swarm of news reporters, but appears to be unfazed by the attention. She speaks with supreme confidence. I'm going to see if I can guess her race. Confidence, Chief of Police, I think she's an elf. Oh, she's a human. We have yet to ascertain the motive for tonight's attack, but it was clearly a well-planned and coordinated effort. Crate sounds smooth, more like a corporate mouthpiece than a cop. We've already issued an all-points bulletin along with a kill or capture order for the 4 remaining terrorists, and I have instructed the Special Duties Unit to make this manhunt a top priority. She looks directly into the camera. If you should see one or more of these individuals, do not attempt to engage them, not even in conversation, no matter how nicely they ask or how many drinks they buy you. Instead, tap the HKPF flash code at the bottom of the screen. If you're on an authorized network and take a picture, our system will automatically identify them in your data stream. Wow, Big Brother and Little Snitch working together. The Decker switches off the newscast and clips her PDA back onto her belt. For a moment, there's no sound but the roar of sewer water rushing through the pipes. Goblet bends over, hands on her knees, sucking wind. Her hands scurry for a new position. Does that mean she's about to puke or she's about to get really angry? I thought we were fucked before. Wu's voice is eerily calm. But now we are well and truly fucked. Where have I heard that? There was a movie... it'll come to me in a minute. We'll deal with it, Duncan. We always do. Platoon. Sergeant Elias says that at one point. Any dinks get through here, we are well and truly fucked. Anyway. Wu's mouth tightens. Not this time, Pink. He begins stalking back and forth, a panther in a cage. They've labeled us terrorists, and there's an APB out for us. Yes, we've established this. I've heard this kind of announcement before. I know what comes with it. It doesn't matter if we had nothing to do with that whatever city-state. They're gonna hunt us down. It's open season. Isabel nudges the remains of Wu's PDA with her booted toe. And the 2 of us will be hunted down right alongside you. Yay! We're forming a team of unlikely, but, well, meaning adventurers. Goblet wide-eyes the exits, tight as a spring. You can hear shallow panting as she leans towards one, then the other. We gotta go deep. Hit the... Heyo! Anyway, hit the mainland for a while until we can figure this out. Find a hole to crawl into. Heyo again? Goblet looks at Isabel, wipes her mouth, and points at you and Duncan. We gotta get them off the grid, too. Way off. We gotta get them off. Way off. Heyo. The dwarf looks at Duncan and her large eyes narrow. Hey, Lone Star, you got a security license, right? That means you've got a sin, too. Of course I have a sin. I'm not an illegal. I wouldn't be able to get paid otherwise. Only criminals and lowlifes go sinless. She runs her hands along her cyberdeck, thinking, that means you can be traced. Both of you. You'll get spotted by a drone or a security camera, get ID'd by a retinal scanner, or try to use your cred stick or passport, and the HKPF will know just where to find you. Wu crosses his arm across his chest. I know how a system identification number works, runner. Well, I don't have the Shadowrunner etiquette, so can't make that option. I don't like you, Duncan, so I'm siding with her. Goblet pulls at her dreadlocks. We're just as screwed as you are, me and Iz. We're listed as your accomplices, and we can't afford for you to get caught. You'll lead them to us one way or another. DNA samples, things we've told you, astral residue, I don't know, cop stuff. I watched that show with that guy in the glasses and the yeah. The little Decker looks up from you to Wu, eyes narrowed, sizing you up. You can see her make a silent decision before she speaks. Her voice is flat, resigned. We need to get your sins burned. Delete you from the record books. All of them. All of them? Whoa, wait a minute. I'm not going to have a pass anymore. You want us to just erase our identities? Well, they can't steal it then, can they? Wu rubs a hand across his scalp. Beyond the fact that it's insane, will that even work? If we burn our sins, go off the grid like that, won't they just redouble their efforts to find us? Are you really that dumb, Duncan? Condensation seeps its way into Isabel's dry tone. Imagine playing a game of hide and seek with a siren strapped to your head. Would you rather try and hide with the siren, or with the siren conspicuously absent? I have no idea if that was condensation or not. Sorry. Well, I'm not a decker, so I guess I would say something stupid like that. Deleting our identities across the entire matrix sounds hard. Heyo. The little decker nods knowingly. It's very difficult. I can't do it. Some people can. Organizations, expert systems. Goblet's voice drops. We gotta ask for help. There's only one person we know who has that kind of pull to take. The kind of pull it takes to burn a sin and hide us from the cops. Kindly Cheng. How much you want to bet he's actually a really vicious bastard? Well, I'll go with my instinct. Let me guess. This Kindly Cheng is some sort of underworld hardass. Like a walnut. She's what's known as a straw sandal. Kind of a middle manager to the Yellow Lotus Syndicate. Their triad. Kindly Cheng controls all the illegal activity in our neighborhood. Smuggling, bootlegging, counterfeiting. Yay, I gotta pay protection money. Sounds like my kind of scum. She leans in, serious as death. This is no joke. Kindly Cheng controls a good-sized portion of Kowloon's underworld. She has soldiers, resources. She's smart, and she's not to be underestimated. Isabel's voice is hollow and flat. Is it ever not? Taking favors from a woman like Kindly Cheng is a good way to get yourself into indentured servitude. You don't want to owe favors to a woman like that. Okay, I'm not going to do that voice anymore. Ideally, you don't want to deal with her at all. That was Nightjar's job. God, both these are the most incredibly ignorant things I could possibly say, so I guess I'll just go with one of them. What did we just tell you? Yeah, I know it's a stupid thing to ask. She got her fingers in everything, including brokering Shadowruns for the corpse. Kindly Cheng is our fixer. Gaba tries to make her voice light, confident. Just stay on her good side. You know, nothing to worry about. Now let's get this done before one of you trips the APB and brings all hell down upon us. And with that, we're going to take another pause in this video. And I'll see you around.